Hello and welcome to BWB TV. My name is Lauren Berry and here with me today is Yolla Levitt, Vice President and General Manager of 3M, Separation and Purification Sciences Division. Welcome Yolla, thank you for being here. So our first question is, it's evident that the biopharma industry is growing and the busy floor that we have at the BPI conference. So what makes 3M different?
Well, with all the growth that's happening in this industry, as you mentioned, innovative solutions are very critical for that industry. And when we look on innovation, it's very much the heart of 3M. It's who we are, it's really in our brand. If you go back to when 3M first kind of got established in 1902, it was about finding different solutions with, at that time, different granules and mine in abrasive products. But then as we started to develop, we really started to look on all the different innovative solutions we can find and bring to change how the companies that do business, change and improve lives, advance the companies. And we continue living by William McKnight principles. He was one of our founders. He started working in 3M in 1907, so over 100 years ago. Yeah. And he had few principles which are very fundamental to 3M. The first one is you hire the right people and you give them the freedom. The second is that if you have a management that is very critical of mistakes, it kills initiative and innovation. And the third one, which he started when in 1950, when he was a chairman of 3M, was about the 15% innovation. So, and what 15% innovation culture is that any person at 3M, especially scientist or engineer, could spend 15% of the time just working on any ideas or innovation. That's actually was how Post-it notes were created. So it's very, very interesting around that whole innovation. When you look on how we come up with innovative solution, it's really about understanding customer pain points and customer needs, so really going deep in the insights. It's also building on 46 technology platform that 3M developed over many years. And the third one is about collaboration. So collaboration is very, very critical to 3M success. So when you look on all those three, and maybe I'll touch a little bit on each three. So customer insights, you need to work very closely. So when we work with biopharma customers, we try to really understand what the pain points are. How could we create more efficiency in the process? How could we intensify the process? And we're trying to then take that and use this technology. So we just introduced a new product, M-Phase, in the industry. It was introduced a few years back, and we just received earlier this year the Innovation Award from Frost & Sullivan, which was a great honor for us. But it used like 4 different technologies from the 46. It used the advanced materials, the nonwovens fine fibers, the surface modification, and membrane. So all the 4 things were put into that innovative product. And then the third one is definitely about collaboration. We have a corporate lab that actually focuses on more in-depth research. And then within division, we have a laboratory which is more of D of R&D, which is the development of that. So together, part of that collaboration, we create a solution, a product. Moreover, that whole collaboration is very unique to 3M. We not only kind of encouraged to do that, it really is in our DNA. It's about different insights and different way to cross-pollinate and cross-inspire in terms of different solutions. So once a year, as an example, we have what we call Tech Forum. And 12,000 people, mainly scientists and engineers, come together and they do this cross-pollination. And that's where a lot of very neat, very unique solutions come to life that are used in many different markets, including biopharma. So that's kind of why we feel that is very unique and different for 3M, and we feel that we could really bring innovation to this industry.
3M is sponsoring a lot of events during the conference based around diversity and inclusion. So can you tell us more about why 3M is choosing to focus heavily on these issues?
Sure. We really feel that in today's environment, where the markets are global, our customers are global, that is very critical to the industry. We had a panel yesterday, and one of the panelists said it very well. He basically said that having diversity is not just the right thing to do, it's really a business thing to do. It really resonated with me. If you look on a McKinsey report that was done in 2015, it said that if you are a company in upper quartile around women's and gender diversity, you're 15% more likely to have a better financial return than the industry median. If you are the company that in upper quartile in terms of racial or ethnical diversity, you're 35% more likely to deliver a better financial returns. So, and that's where that whole business part comes in. If you look on biopharma, in that explosive growth that's happening right now, each company is trying to find absolutely the best talent. And the best talent has nothing to do with what background you come in or what ethnical background or the gender. It's about the mind, it's about the thoughts, it's how you come up with innovative ideas. So this is an industry that absolutely needs to look on how do you build the best teams, no matter what racial or ethnical orientation that is. It's about best talent, it's about retaining this talent, and then also making sure that your workforce really reflects and resonates with your customer base, which is global. So that's why we feel that we can bring a lot of connectivity and engagement in this industry if we will talk about diversity and engagement.
That's great. And how are these principles reflected at 3M?
I'm actually very honored to talk about that. Well, first of all, I mean, if you look at me, I'm a good representative of that. Being a vice president of 3M and being Russian, Jewish, and a woman. Talking about definitely diversity. When we look on diversity and inclusion, we feel it's not, again, as the right thing to do, as I mentioned earlier. It's really a business strategic imperative. Because we want to have that best talent, we want to develop this best talent, we want to retain this best talent. We're also a very global company. We're in 200 some countries, so we represent all these different customers. When we try to find solutions, our workforce should be the same. Otherwise, how would we connect? How would we really understand the needs without having that? You know, recently we have started a very good campaign at 3M. And the way we look at it, we look on diversity as how we attract and bring kind of our different opinions together. And then you look on inclusion, which is how do you engage and how do you actually leverage the different opinions and different diversity. So the campaign started with a slogan of all different minds inspire innovation. It's about the fact that even though we think differently, but it's how we bring all these differences to really inspire innovation and bring the best in our solutions in everyday things we do at work. So it has three components. One is reflecting. So you need to reflect about who you are. What are your strengths? What are your biases even have? So kind of really understanding yourself. The second part about connecting is connecting to other different people, diverse people or groups, making sure you understand where they're coming from and their backgrounds and knowledge. And the third part is wonder. So wonder in terms of imagine what we could do together. It's really then making that and leveraging into kind of the best thing we could do by bringing all these different minds together. So it's really been resonating across the whole 3M in terms of in the laboratory, in marketing, across different functions, and we really try to build on that. I would also say that when we look at 3M, we have different networks, and some of them are local within each country. You could have different networks in China, different networks in Spain, Brazil, Russia, US. And then when you look in US specifically, we have 9 different networks. So we have, for example, more ethnicity-related networks. So we have African American or Native Americans or Latino network or Asian network. We also have new employee networks because they might feel also not included when they come in. They need to have that connection. Or military network, which is kind of also comes with a different background, different understanding, different knowledge. So all the different networks where people, if they feel that they cannot quite be included or they're not really engaged, they can go and connect to any of those networks and really build on that. And you know, over the years, 3M have been really recognized with the efforts we have done. In 2017 and 2018, we have received several awards. One award we received earlier this year. It was a Catalyst Award for the best place to work, which was a great award for us, for women. Then we also received, and that's been award 8 years in a row for LGBTQ for the best place to work. So that's 8 years in a row. And very recent award, which is new for us, was the best place to work for disabilities inclusion. And that is a big improvement. We've actually were at 90%. Now we're at 100% of that diversity inclusion index. So all in all, we really trying to walk the talk. So it's important to us at 3M, and we really feel that it's a competitive advantage.
That's so fantastic. Again, Yolla, thank you so much for coming and talking to us at BWB TV today.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.